Through the mists of smoke and flame come a mighty band, their foes cry in pain. Women cry their name, and the gift of loot is their only reward. Cole with the power of water, seeing our heroes healthy through any fight. Stephman with illusions so mighty and confusing, they befuddle all minds. Evie with fire comparable to a dragon's that burns through their foes. They've slain the mighty Zaitan, killed gargantuan monsters, and now fight back the forces of the mist. Join them now as they fight for you, for Tyria, and most importantly, for freedom.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen, Stephman here, and today I'm bringing you something a little bit different. It's more Guild Wars 2, but this is what I like to think of as the Fractal Challenge. So what you can see here is myself, Cole and Evie, and we are running a level 1 Fractal on a level 28, a level 45, and myself on a level 30, just to see what the upscaling's like in Guild Wars 2 since the last update. So what you're seeing here is just basic trash clearing. As you can see from the skill bars, we haven't actually unlocked everything on our weapons or anything like that, so we're at a major disadvantage. Now throughout the video there'll be speed ups and slowdowns to take you through the action a bit quicker. This Fractal run consisted of about 50 minutes with a sort of 5-minute break in the middle because I had to hop out and do something. And I've edited it to about 23 minutes or so. So we'll get through this trash clearing and then you will see the first boss encounter. Now the challenge we had in this to start with was concentration. We did actually wipe once or twice just because we was all laughing and joking on Mumble, but as soon as we got our heads in the game we sort of focused a bit more and we pulled it off pretty cleanly. So you'll see a wipe on our first challenge against this boss, and I've slowed the video down here so you can just see what sort of damage output we're doing, because it's very low, and this first boss was probably the one that took us longest. This consisted of about 25 minutes of the video, just this first boss encounter, not including trash clearing or anything like that. It was 25 minutes, so we really had to get ahead in the game. So you can see here we're just taking on the Golden Rabbit, and we'll take him down this first run and then we'll wipe and be reset. So there's my first down. I've popped my illusion, popped my teleport, and I'm going to try and get up again. And with this, it was all about focus. Once we started concentrating we found it fairly easy. It was like, we was all laughing and joking on Mumble at 1 minute, and then we wiped, and then we came back, and the Mumble channel was just silent. We was all sort of in the zone. So it was pretty cool, and this is going to be the first one in our series of challenges. We're thinking about doing some more challenges, so if you've got any suggestions, leave a comment below. What I'm thinking is maybe trying a 3-man level 10 agony Fractal with 3 level 80 characters, and just see how, thank you Mr. Drillman, the dude next door's just started doing his DIY, how appropriate, wonderful. I hope that's not too loud for you guys. But yeah, there's me down again because we were just laughing and joking, we weren't concentrating at all. As you can see, Evie is already wiped completely, so I'm gonna, as it goes on, I'll keep trying to res him as we go in, just getting a little bit of res while I haven't got aggro, and then hopping off when the aggro comes back. But that's pretty much where it started to go downhill. As soon as Evie dropped, we was all laughing and joking again, and just lacked the concentration. As you can see, Cole went down, I went down, so we make our way back for the second attempt on the boss encounter. You have to forgive me, I've got a bit of a sore throat, so I'm having to take little drinks between my talky talk. So here's the second attempt. This went a lot smoother, but it took a long time. I think this attempt here, even edited down and speeded up, takes about probably a good 1/5 of the video, something like that, I would say, because they've just got so much help and we were doing so little burn damage on these guys. And plus, we barely knew how to play the characters because, well, as you can see with the levels, we'd barely touched them and they've been sat in waiting for months, waiting to be leveled. I have now got this Mesmer up to level 80 though. I finished getting him to level 80 yesterday. But literally, I hadn't touched this character since probably 2 weeks after launch, when I rolled a guard. So as you can see, we're doing a lot better now. We're all staying up, and then Evie goes down, but it's not a big worry at the moment. We can get him up again, I'm sure. As you can see, I'm not slotted properly to give temporary reses, and as you see in here, I've only got 2 skills unlocked on my staff, which is pretty bad when you're doing fractals. So I couldn't throw chaos armors or anything like that, which was a pain. So you can see that we're doing damage, but not a lot of it. And the reason I've cut out the mumble comms in this is literally because we were so focused. Oh, Mr. Drillman, will you stop? Literally because we were so focused, there was just no comms going on at all. Like, Evie went down and it was like, Evie's down, back to concentrating. Well, I think we did really well. It wasn't a bad run at all. To say how bad it should have gone. So we thought it'd be a nice idea to edit this up a little bit and show people that it can be done. Because of the way Guild Wars 2 buffs your character, if you go into something and you're lower level, you actually stand a chance, even though you're not at peak performance, you're not doing as much damage as you should, or anything like that, because obviously there's armour factors to take into account. I think half of my armour was like level 15. So you are a little bit low on the stats. So there you go, the boss we're fighting now is down to about less than a quarter health, I would say. I'm watching it in low res at the minute as I'm doing the commentary, so I can't see very clearly, but it looks to be about a quarter health, maybe less now. So we're going to take this definitely less. We're going to take this bad boy out, and then it's on to the last boss, and the last boss is literally just, don't stand where he's smashing his hammer down, dodge the hammer, because the hammer hurts. And it's literally just got a ton of health, so it's not tank and spank, because obviously threat control works completely different in Guild Wars 2, but it is a case of just burning him down and staying out of the way. And as you can see, we're all light armor wearers as well, so none of us would have been that effective taking hits from him. So here you go, you can see how slowly we're actually burning him. This is sped up, don't forget, so we are burning him very slowly if you watch it in real time. But I like this fight. This is an interesting fight. Because of the 2 bosses and how they play off each other, it is a very interesting fight. Excuse me. So, for those of you that don't know, fractals tend to be a level 80 sort of, I don't know exactly how to word it, maybe elite dungeon, but they aren't very hard at all compared to some dungeons. I mean, we had more trouble with Zaitan's dungeon on explorable mode than we've had with any of the fractals. Once the fractals reach level 10, you start to get an agony mechanic interplaying into it, which basically means if you get hit with agony, you're going to take a hell of a lot of damage. It's very hard to stay up as a light armor wearer with low hit points if you take a shot of agony. But these are pretty much level 80 token dungeons. These are, I don't want to say the end game because it isn't really end game. As you can see, we're not doing it at end game. But it is sort of there. It's sort of like you ought to be running these every day to get your tokens and stuff, to get your agony resistance armor sets all nicely sorted out. But yeah, this boss just took ages to burn. As you can see, he's about to go down now. And then I will do a happy dance. So that is the first boss encounter cleared with, remember, a level 30, a level 28 and a level 45, and we should be at 80 doing this stuff, so the upscaling in Guild Wars 2 is quite good. Now I'll slide this bit down just to show you how epically I fail at this. I mean, every time I run into the bars, to the point where the other guys have to go up and switch it off so I can get up the ramp, because I'm just abysmal at this. And not knowing how to play the character, I didn't know what skills it would have to help me get up this like escalator crazy device of doom. So I literally just keep running at it and failing. Oh, nearly made it. Boom, I'm down. And I apologise for the little black box in the corner. I'm going to try and cover that with something in the edit if I remember, but it's because we basically did this off the cuff, and I recorded it through my live streaming software, and that's usually where my webcam sits on an overlay, and I just completely forgot to switch the webcam overlay off. But it is a level 1 fractal, so I'm not hiding any information from you. Oh, here's me looking through my abilities thinking, shit, have I got so much time to get past this? Because I am failing hard. And there I'm like, dude, I wasn't even on it. What the juice? And then they switch it off for me and I get up successfully. Because I am just that hardcore. So here we go, rise little Asura. Look, they've switched it off for me. And I'm like, finally, I can make it. That elevator is like the worst thing in this fractal for me. I mean, I've died literally right at the top here and just been sort of knocked out just over the edge. Just over the edge of them barriers. It's insane. But it's really cool to see him putting little unusual bits in. And this is the next boss. We burned this one a hell of a lot quicker. It hasn't got as many health points at all. The main thing with this boss is avoiding the green sort of bullet things when it does its spinny thing, and there's a fan mechanic to it which I don't actually understand because I've not worked the fan before. But there's a little fan in this room that does something somehow to someone. Do you like how informative I was there? Does something somehow to someone. So here we go. I'll slow it down here just so you can see how quickly we're damaging it. We're taking it down pretty quick. This boss has a rather low health pool. There's a little fan in the background kicking up. Don't know what it does. No idea at all. Does something to someone somehow. And these are the little green vapours when it does its spinny thing that you gotta sort of try and dodge whilst he's still laying damage down on him. So I've summoned my big Asura Golem of Death and Doom, and he's gonna take a fair bit of health off him because that golem hits like a truck. It goes down very quickly, but it hits like a truck. So here we go, got him down by, I would say, over a quarter now. He goes down fairly quick. Now we thought we was going to have an issue with this because Cole thought the fan could only be started 3 times during the fight, and apparently if the fan doesn't get started at the right points, you'll wipe. But like I said, I don't understand the mechanic fully. I've never worked the fan before. I don't know what it does or when you're supposed to do it, so can't really comment. There we go, we're just laying a smackdown on him. He's under half now. And if I remember rightly, none of us go down during this fight, which was a bit of a surprise. I thought we was going to struggle with this one because I thought those little green bullet things would hit a lot harder than they do. But apparently not. I don't think we got anyone down. Anyway, as I say, I'm watching it in low res in the editing software just to do the commentary over the top. No, it doesn't look like... Oh, there we go, first down. And Cole comes and saves me. Thank you, Cole. So we're now 15 minutes in. We've got about 8 minutes left of the video where you'll see another quick trash clear. There we go, I've unlocked some new skills on my staff from the last boss fight as well, which is pretty cool. But yeah, you'll see one more trash clear and then the final boss, which actually went really well. It was pretty damn easy. Well, like I say, once we were actually concentrating and not just being the fools we are and laughing and joking and mumble, everything went really smooth. To the point where I was like, oh my god, it's working. Because I expected it to completely fail, because I turned around and says, it was all sat in Bumble, there was nobody else on. And I was like, let's go do a fractal on level 30 characters. And everyone was like, what the juice? But we went and did it, and we won. There we go, and that is the boss nearly dead. Couple more hits and he should go down like a sack of potatoes. There we go, there he goes, that's the second boss fight cleared. And here's the trash clearing, just a load of harpies we've got to kill to get up there. Well, we don't actually have to kill them, we could have used stealth skills to get past them, but I don't think at the time I had any unlocked on my Mesmer. There we go, you can see I've slotted a new skill as well next to my golem, which is pretty much a res, temporary res. If I throw that on somebody it will res them for a few seconds. Is my understanding of it anyway. I've not actually used it, but that's what I assume it does. That's what the description reads like. I mean, it's enough for him to get away from a boss mob and go down somewhere else so we can run over and res him safely without all of us wiping. Again, excuse me, I've got a very sore throat. But yeah, we're running up here, we're killing harpies, and the level design is actually really cool. I really like the way things are designed in the fractals. It's very interesting environment. Because of the lore behind the fractals, they can basically... the lore behind where the fractals take place in the mist, they can pretty much make the levels look however they want. And there's some really cool ones like I can't remember his name, but there's a big tentacle creature that's like trapped in a huge block of jade, and he's got like massive tentacles spurting out from the sides of it and stuff. It looks really awesome. But yeah, that's the trash about cleared, and we're going to go on to the final boss encounter and kill some robot kittens. Here we go, this is the final encounter. You can see we've got a couple of golems there. At first they'll activate one at a time and we have to kill them one at a time. So again, I've put it in real time so you can see how quickly we're burning them. So as you can see, again, very low health pools. So we get through these guys pretty quick. And each golem does a slightly different thing. This one does a spinning attack. There's another one that jumps up and slams the ground. They all do a slightly different thing. So we burn this guy pretty quick, even though he takes me down, because I'm not as good as the other guys. There we go, he's down, I've rallied off him. Next one spawns. Burn him down real quick. Is this the jumpy one? Yeah, no, I'm not sure whether this is the jumpy one or not. I don't think it's the jumpy one, I can't remember what this one does. Either he's not the jumpy one or we were stun locking him quite well. I vote he's not the jumpy one because we aren't that good. That one spins and I believe puts out a shockwave that basically does AoE damage. Yeah, there we go. There's a shockwave one-shotting me. So we're burning him down very, very quickly. He's dead. Next one comes up. Is this the jumpy one then? Is that the one that likes to jump on your face? No, he's not. Oh, that's the missile barrage one. He shoots missiles in your face and they hurt. Is it? I don't know. I am so confused right now. As you can see, Cole's gone down and I'm rezzing Cole up. And we are going to own the last golem. I might not speed it up quite as much next time we do one of these, because it's hard for me watching a low res version to see exactly what's going on. Either that or next time I need to render it out and watch it back as I'm in high quality as I'm commentating it. But the problem with that is rendering takes about 2 hours on one of these videos, because my computer isn't the most powerful. So you're talking rendering, editing, which takes about an hour, then rendering for 2 hours, then watching back and doing the commentary for another half an hour, then editing the commentary into the video, and then another 2 hours rendering. So you're talking a good few hours there if I have to do it that way, but I'll work something out to make it slightly better quality for you guys. There we go. So we've got all 3 golems going at the same time. To start with, we was a bit confused. We was all targeting different things, and then somebody threw up the targeting icon so we could just press T to target the golem everybody else was targeting. That's a really nice feature of this. I love that. Having a hotkey to target something rather than having to click through. It's really nice. There's the jumpy one. He just tried to jump on my face. And this little guy in the bubble is just an annoyance. You can't kill him. He fires out like 3 little electrical orbs at a time, and with these low level characters, 2 sets of them electrical orbs and you'll go down. Nothing you can do about that except try and dodge out of the way of them, which I am very bad at doing. There's Jumpy Golem. That's up, bro. Mind if I sit on your face? But we are quickly coming to the end now. We've only got another couple of minutes left, so before we end, let me plug a few things for you wonderful, wonderful people. Remember to check out relicsofore.com. We are a Guild Wars 2 guild, and we also do a weekly podcast, which is very interesting. Remember to check out Tyria Times, which is my new show that I try to do weekly. And you can find that on the Relics of Ore front page, or you can find it on my YouTube channels here. And leave me some comments in there, let me know what sort of things you want to see, what you don't want to see, and if you find any nice bits of news, leave them in there as well, and I will feature them and your name on the show. What else have I got to plug? Nothing really. So yeah, check out relicsofore.com, check out the podcast, and check out the new show. And we are just down to the final golem now, and we are about to kick his ass, because that's just how we roll. So he is going down slowly but surely. I'm sure there was something else I wanted to plug, but I cannot think what it is now. So meh, sorry if I forgot to plug something. But yeah, if you like these videos, if you want us to do a challenge series, feel free to leave me a thumbs up and a comment suggesting what challenges you'd like to see. Maybe you'd like to see us 3-man level 80 tier 10 fractals or whatever. Just let us know and we will see what we can do, because we enjoy the challenge of this stuff. This was really fun. Anyway guys, that's about all we've got for today, and my chatty brother is chatting, so it's a good thing. And that's the end of the boss encounter. So thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful day and be well. Thanks for watching, guys.
I've done 200 fractals. Holy crap.
That's awesome.
Oh, I don't think I've done
Oh,
this
we're
one.
not doing this one.
I don't think I've ever done it.
This one,
Yeah. Screw this.
Go at least try.
nah.